So this is the new Perfectly Matched collection, and for today's card I'm going to be using this set of dies. So for my colour scheme I'm going to be using pink and white, and you need to make sure that you have enough card to complete the actual design. So I have two pieces the same, and I'm going to score them both at 5 inches. I'm going to do them both exactly the same. So once I've done that, I can fold the card and crease it. And now I've got two pieces that are the same. So now these two 5-inch pieces will be the back of the card. So that's going to sit together like so. And that'll give you a really nice sturdy back to your design. Now if you look at the dies and you look at the packet, it shows you where the cutting edge is. So this is the cutting edge, and this is the piece that will keep it in your card. So we need to add this, we'll move that one out of the way, we need to add this to this side of the card. And we need to add the other one to the other side of the card, and I'm keeping it up near the folded edge. Now both of those are going to go through the die cutting machine. So once you've done that, you can remove the dies, and this is what you will have in your card. Now you need to snip it off just at the bottom there, up to that mark, and again snip it off at the top, up to that mark. And that will give you a panel now that sits on your card like so. And if you do the same with the other side, you need to snip it off. And that will give you another panel there. Now once these are joined together on the back, you will have your die cuts that look like this. Now you can leave it at that size if you want, or once you've glued it in place you can trim it at the bottom and the top. It's entirely up to you. But I'm going to glue these two together now and trim mine off. And with the two pieces that are left, I've lined them up and I've cut myself 2 strips that are the same, and we're going to use those later. Now if you wanted to line this with acetate or parchment, you can do, but I'm going to use some white card for mine. And with that white card I've cut 2 4-inch panels that are going to sit behind the flowers on each side. So I'm going to glue these in place and make sure that the card still folds, and then we'll trim it out some more. So you're just going to add your glue along the solid edges, and we'll add it into strategic places on the flower. And once you've done that, pop your white panel into the centre and fold your card over it, and then press it down so that the card sticks in place. So that's both sides done now, and the card still folds. And now we're going to trim out these side panels. So once you've got those glued in place, take a pencil, a very fine pencil, very light pencil, and you're just going to trace around the edges of this shape. Now tracing around that edges gives you a cut line to follow, and it's much easier than just trying to cut it out by hand. So I'm just going to follow this all the way around, and then with a fine pair of scissors I'm just going to cut this out. Now all you're going to do is just cut that out with your scissors, following your pencil line. And if there's any pencil marks left when you've finished, you can always erase them. So just take your time and cut these out. So once you've done that, just trim off the top and the bottom, and with your rubber just go over any of the pencil lines that may be visible. And there you've got your gatefold card now that will stand, and it's now ready to decorate. Now with these two pieces that are left, you're going to put one around the front of the card, and holding it steady you're going to just fold it. Now you're going to fold the other side, but you're not going to pull it tight. Just keep it nice and loose so that it can slide up and down the card. And then on the back you'll be adding glue to each of these tabs and fastening this piece on and trimming it off where you don't need it. Now with the Perfect Sentiments stamp and die set, I've taken Special Friend and I'm going to stamp that onto another piece of the spare paper, and then I'm going to cut that out with the die. So I've added my Special Friend to my belly band. That slides off the card, and now we're going to add a verse to the inside of the card. And for that we'll use these stamp sets that are in the collection. So there's the inside of the card stamped, and there is the belly band. Now if you wanted to decorate this card up even more, you could colour the flowers in if you wished with some pencils or watercolours. But these are the items that I've used from the new Perfectly Matched collection. I've used the Perfectly Matched sunflowers, the two stamp sets and the Perfect Sentiments.